What is going on, everybody? Hey, Monty here with another episode, another edition of Hey, Chill, It's Just a Podcast. And it's been actually quite a while since we've really honestly done anything with the podcast or really done anything like productive aside from what Marp a few weeks ago. We haven't really been doing too much, to be honest with you guys, but we've been doing a lot of transitioning things, a lot of different things here. We just moved into a whole new room. As you guys can see, we have a whole new space here. This isn't our usual space. If you guys look, we have the couch full of people. So we're just over here so that we can have as many people on the show today as possible and just make it a fun little vibe today because we haven't had a fun vibe show in a while. So I feel like that's just kind of where we're at today. You know what I'm saying? You already see a new face right here, Mr. Ayo Trio. Welcome to the team, Ayo Trio. Introduce yourself real quick.
What's good, y'all? I'm Ayo Trio, super producer, just coming on at A Recordings, and I appreciate that so much. And today, like he said, we're just going to be chilling and vibing, and hopefully I can keep up. One of my first times up here, so hey, let's see how this goes.
Big piece of advice for a new starter on a podcast: don't be boring as fuck. Feel me?
Facts.
Or else I'm gonna be putting your ass in the back and just tell you to produce. No, I'm just lying. All right, so let's move on to the goddamn. Hey Tay.
Hey dickhead.
Let's try that again. Hey Tay.
Hey.
I don't like
Hey,
her energy
y'all.
already. She ugly. Anyway, all right, moving on to the couch.
Don't do that.
What up, everybody on the couch? We got CEO JB. We got Chad on the couch. We got Cool to G. We got Lex. We got T. What up, y'all?
What's the words, man?
How's everybody feeling, man?
Feeling
No, all
good.
right, let's try that one more. What the fuck is wrong with this room? Everybody take a shot or
You
something.
want me to turn
like,
up? Let me
like
squirt the
get,
blood.
get excited.
Let me squirt this
Like,
out.
come on, get excited.
Let me squirt this out here. My
God.
fault. My fault. Let me squirt this out here, freak. Let me squirt this out here.
Hey. Hey, guys. This shit'll last 10
Let me
minutes.
squirt this out here, freak. Don't worry
Y'all
about it.
motherfuckers better got
I mean,
We
you
about
took
to
our
turn you
energy 5 minutes
We
ago.
about to turn you up. Don't worry about it.
My fault. God. Well, everybody introduce yourselves real quick. We can go around the couch. We can start with the ladies. Miss Lex.
What's up, y'all? I'm Lexel, aka Big Pressure.
Tiana, everybody call me T. Whatever y'all want to call me. T, Tiana, whichever one.
Cool. We got to share bikes. I'm
Where
so
are we
sorry.
looking at?
Oh, your cameras are straight ahead of you, Lex.
Oh, okay.
Right behind there.
Okay.
Y'all's
So
are
it
up
don't matter
there.
where I look, right? It's just I look anywhere. It's gonna type shit. All right. I'm cool to G. You feel me? Cool to Jingles, but you knew it was me. Type shit. Yeah. I'm in
Type shit.
So that's Trey. Y'all can phone me. Oh, that's Trey. Y'all know who it is out here.
It's the biggest CEO JB. Follow me at 2CEOJB5 on IG. Frit!
Frat. I can't do that shit.
Frit!
I want to do it.
I'm not even gonna try that.
Did I do it?
Frit!
I
You
can
gotta
barely
roll
my
it. You gotta
tongue,
roll
my
it.
guys.
Frit!
I be trying, but I just can't
Real
do that
YN
shit. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yo, chill. I'm not no YN. I may be young, but I ain't no YN.
YN energy.
I'm cool.
Oh.
As you should be.
How old are you?
I just turned 23 Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, you young, but.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Yeah, what is the technical age of a wine?
25.
18 to 20.
Yeah.
Man, I don't
They
know.
say 18 to
I feel like
25.
I feel like if you
I ain't
under
no YN. I'm a
25,
grown ass straight man.
you still kind of a YN, just a little bit.
Definitely.
Under 25, you still a YN.
Oh, YN. Yep, old young.
So when do you get to unk age? 30? Is
Oh.
30 unk age?
No,
Oh, young
unk
nigga.
age is like
old,
40.
young nigga.
Yeah, 40 and up. Yeah, that's a unk.
I don't know, but I be seeing a lot of 30-year-old motherfuckers being called unk now.
No, for
Like,
real, because it
Y'all niggas old.
ain't no
Like
such
what?
thing as an old YN.
It depends on their soul.
So
They
what
just
Yeah,
made that
like-
up. They just made that up.
I mean,
Exactly.
I mean,
Ain't
but-
nobody make that up.
30.
Yeah, but when you get to a certain age, you're just not a YN anymore,
Like,
right?
like
You're
you my
just
big
like
cuz.
Well, if you just
an adult N? An AN? Well, I said
Fuck that
when you
mean?
get to a
Mine,
certain
no,
age.
Fuck
no,
that
be
mean?
quiet. Stop. No.
You said it's a YN.
The fuck AN
Don't say it
mean?
again.
I'm lost. What does that mean, Monty?
I don't know.
What does AN mean, freak?
No Diddy. Anyway, so today
here
we're
he
just going to
go.
be talking shit. We're honestly just going to have a little bit of fun. JB and Cheddar, they did a No Limit podcast earlier this week. I'm pretty sure almost everybody in this room has done No Limit podcast at this point. So we're just going to have some fun today, man. So everybody, first things first, everybody just kind of go around and say what you do so that we can kind of get an introduction of everybody. Starting again with the ladies. Go ahead.
I'm Lexel again. I'm an R&B singer and I'm a rapper.
I am in school full time, and I'm a full time mother, stay at home mother. So
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I just lean in? How's that supposed to work? Just let me lean in. All right. I'm a financial analyst, and I also am a music producer, engineer, songwriter, rapper, neo soul artist, and business owner too.
About to say in the real estate too, right?
Yep.
Little bit.
Type shit.
All right.
Cool. The G got me inspired.
Let me get with you.
I do it for the people.
Shit, I'm Cheddar. I'm a professional shit talker.
Okay.
I'm a
Pop your
rapper,
shit.
and then I also do a little bit of mic politicking every here and there. So.
And he also asked at video games.
No,
Oh no.
him.
Trash.
Yeah, I put my mans out there like that.
Nah,
Y'all
you-
gonna stop
nah,
picking on
it's
him.
an inside joke for me.
When you,
Just when
Dog.
I'm waiting for the day that he cussed all y'all out. I'm waiting for that day
I
that he
ain't
just
gonna lie.
snap. You picked the wrong day, and I'm gonna back him up.
Slap me.
You laugh.
I said snap.
We waiting on you.
Sooner or later. Hey, I'm CEO JB. I'm a professional shit talker. I'm a Hall of Fame shit talker. Whatever you want to do, I do it. That easy, that quick.
Everybody just professional shit talkers in this bitch.
Nah, everybody is not that.
Not everybody.
And what else
Everybody
do you
is
do?
not that.
Everybody
What else
cannot
do
be
you
that.
do?
I mean, I rap. I mean, shit. I work a little 9 to 5 too. Shit, what you want to know?
Pop your shit.
Say that. Shit, a job is a job, baby.
Shit.
Yeah, and ain't no shame in
Hello.
having a 9 to 5.
Hello.
Oh,
A few
no,
years
I-
ago-
Ain't shit wrong
Trust
with
me,
that.
trust
Well, I'm
me.
saying, I
ain't
remember
got
a
no
few years
shame.
ago, it became cool to just be like, oh, you're fucking whack if you have a job. It's all about self-employment and having
Bullshit.
your own
Shit, I want my
business. Yeah,
cheese.
so all
I
these
know.
people had their own businesses and realized it ain't that
But
easy.
this my thing.
want my
Working
cheese.
for somebody else ain't nothing to really brag about. That's just getting to your money. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, what's the point of
Literally
mentioning
though.
I mean,
Don't
but at
cap.
the same time, if you're making some straight bread working for somebody else, I mean,
Do your thing.
yeah, like,
Do your
I'm
thing.
bragging about it too, like, shit,
But
I
if
got
that's
a
not
good
what you
job.
really
That's
want
how
to
it
do,
Every
then
work
why
game. Go ahead.
I mean, but if you're making the money to fund what you want to do, then
Right.
Again, I'm gonna brag about the money that I'm because if I'm
It's
making
about
100K
funding
a
your
year,
dream.
regardless if I like that job or not, shit, is it funding what I like to do? Because if it's funding my music and all that shit, then shit, I'm gonna brag about it. Like shit, I make 100K a year, and that's what. I mean, a lot of people. That's like the standard nowadays.
Ain't
What a
nothing
lot of
wrong
people
with
want,
keeping
right?
the real
So
thing
they
like
get
that.
it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You
That's
gotta
what I
keep
rap, like
the
real
main
shit.
thing the main thing.
No bullshit, man.
Period.
So, in the music industry right now, how is everybody in the room feel? Well, first, wait, hold up. Let's take a while. Talk about what you do, bro. Because we didn't. I'm not.
Yeah,
even
skip
gonna
the fuck
over
out of
my
me.
fault.
That's how it
Yeah,
was.
fuck
That's
Trio.
But it is what it
No
is.
bullshit.
Hey, shout
But,
out Trio.
I'm a super producer, CEO, label, entertainment owner. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Tree Universe LLC. We plant seeds to help people grow their platforms. That's what I want to do. That's what we want to try to
Goddamn
do.
right, Trio.
And artist, beat maker extraordinaire. You feel me? So
Yeah, you
We're
fine.
gonna
with
turn
it.
Trio into a dickhead, just like me.
yeah, yeah.
He ain't gonna be
Real
on none of that
scumfuck.
shit.
Talk that
He's
shit.
gonna be like,
A
if
real
you ain't paying,
I ain't gonna be a
get out my
professional
face.
shit talker,
You
but
already
we about
free.
to level it up a little bit more. You feel
Yeah,
me?
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
You feel me?
Oh my
Um,
goodness gracious.
Join the shit
All right, so back to some shit talking. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to current events. In the current events, we're gonna go straight into the bullshit.
type shit.
Charlie Kirk got shot. How do y'all feel? Go around the room.
Hey, I thought that shit was AI too. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that shit was AI like a motherfucker, but I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen, but it's like, damn, I didn't want the shit to happen.
How do y'all feel
shit
about
fucked up.
celebration of his death?
I think
I feel it
That's
shouldn't be
terrible.
celebrated.
Nah, that's terrible.
Celebrating somebody's death period,
So
I
let-
think is just wild.
Let me
That's
ask
just
y'all.
bad.
Let me ask y'all this now, because I don't agree with the celebration of anybody's death. However, when it comes to somebody such as Osama bin Laden, when he was killed, we all celebrated, right? So
Yeah, he
why
was a
did we
terrorist.
celebrate that? However, we don't want to, because I know there's a big difference here. Like Osama bin Laden was
Dog
killing
ass- I
people.
was like,
Charlie
dog
Kirk
ass was
was
blowing
not
shit
killing
up.
people. However, he just had an opinion, right?
He was tweaking.
But to the people who were celebrating,
He was tweaking.
how do y'all feel about that?
I feel as though it shouldn't have been celebrated. It should never be
Right.
celebrated when somebody passes, especially if they have kids, people that love them. There's always somebody child. You know what I mean? We all came from a woman. I also think very unpopularly that some of his views I did agree with. A lot of his views, there are some views I didn't agree with. Some of them I did. A lot of people speak on some of the shit that they just seen, just clips and shit. A lot of people didn't really research or look into a lot of things that he was saying. Some of the things he did stood for was God. He was a God-fearing man. One of the things he did stand for was bringing the father back into black households. People don't talk about that either, but that is something that he tried to push. He wanted the school system to be different. There are just, quite a few things he didn't go for. He was very much against shacking up, basically. Like, if you pursue a woman, that woman should be worthy enough for you to marry. I agree with that as well.
That was my thing about it.
There's quite a few things I agree with.
There was things about that. There was things that he said that I agreed with, and then things that I did not agree with.
Right.
The things about so a lot of the things that people interpret as racist, I didn't look at as racist. I looked at it as him just stating his own opinions on what he feels the culture is at this point.
Right.
So a lot of the conversations he had about black people were about how back then they are different than they are now, and a lot of people took that and interpreted it as racism. And in my opinion, that's not. That's just stating how people were compared to how people are. So my thing is just anybody, because again, a lot of the shit he was saying, though, I just was just like, all right, bro, you're way too extreme. But at the same time, there's still facts in there.
Yeah,
so
that's my thing.
My thing is, it's like, just like you shouldn't be afraid to be able to speak your mind based on things that you feel, that you believe, that you truly believe, without the fear of something like this happening. However, when you get to a certain level, you have to understand that there are a lot of people out there nowadays, especially with a lot of mental illnesses, a lot of extreme views, a lot of so you do put a target on your back when you get to a certain level. However, it shouldn't be that way. That's just kind of how I feel, and you shouldn't be killing people just because of their opinions. I don't think that anybody should be murdered for that. Just like Donald Trump, I don't like him, but I don't think he should be murdered.
I mean, there's a lot of things that a lot of people say that a lot of people don't agree with. Everybody has an opinion that somebody else doesn't agree with. And I believe that, there are a lot of us that we have prejudiced things to say about white people a lot too, I feel like that, comes with us coming from different cultural backgrounds. There are some things that he did explain that he didn't understand, because I believe the clip that you're talking about, when he was saying something about them being better than, black people being better than or whatever, he just doesn't understand, because he said what happened. And my take on that is, I feel as though we were forced to be meek. We were forced to be nice, and because we were kept in a box, basically. That's kind of how I want to explain it. Because we were, oppressed at that time. I believe that now, saying that we are oppressed now, after so many activists have stood up and have died, have took us far as hell, and then we want to act like we back then still. That's what kind of pisses me off, because it's a slap in the face to them. It's a slap in the face to their family. It's a slap in the face to them, the people that actually fought to bring us this far. I feel like there are a lot of white people on our side now. I feel like there are white people that even during the Black Lives Matter movement have laid down their lives for other black people, So I believe that it's rich against poor and not black against white.
So I want to kind of dig into this conversation, and it's a tough one, but it's I don't even want to call it accountability anymore. It's the constant, how do I put this? Looking in the past instead of the future and the now, right? Why are we so focused on the past when it was the past? When we're here now, and we can be focused on what we can control now. Actually, we had a conversation on the game a few weeks ago. Cam, me, you, and Ace, right? And we were talking about this shit. And I think we were all saying very similar things, but just in different ways. Yeah. But we all have opportunity. I think a lot of people have opportunity to be able to succeed. It's just your environment of what you were brought up in has a lot to do with that. But I don't think that that's the end-all, be-all, right? How do you guys feel about something about that? Like, your environment being what your life is going to... are you going to let your environment determine your entire life? Or is it going to be a building block for you to do better things? How do you guys feel about that?
I'm going to let somebody else speak, because I got something to say about that, but I got something to say about everything. So I'll let somebody else get a turn. If not, nobody.
We'll get into funner topics. I want to get into serious shit first.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like that was kind of all over the place, and I'm not sure exactly. Can you repeat that question?
Okay.
So before you repeat it, can I answer it, and then you kind of repeat it? I believe that our environment has a lot to do with how we're coming up. Just like Charlie Kirk did say, there is a large percentage of black boys, black women, black girls, black boys that don't have fathers. I feel like being fatherless can play a huge part. I feel like we don't hold a lot of our black men accountable for not being in the homes. I feel a lot of them kind of just kick it with them anyway. You got family members that let them into their houses and house them and shit, you know?
I mean, we also have
feel
to hold the black women accountable for not letting the men in
yes,
their
there.
lives, too.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting there because we all have to. We all have to be accountable. I feel as the whole entire community, we have to be accountable. Not only are we not holding black men accountable, but a lot of women are not holding themselves accountable either. Accountability is on both sides, and I feel as though when he started to touch base on that, it hurt a lot of feelings, and that's where the hatred came out at, because some of it is true. We do have a lot of chaos and dysfunction, because we have a lot of work to do within us. They have these 15 seconds of fake ass rage on Facebook and Instagram, but nobody wants to start a nonprofit to help out the community. Nobody wants to take in they nieces and nephews and show them the right way and shit, because they feel they got other shit to do. The community is not looking out for the community, and that's where a lot of our issues is coming in at. And we just, we blame other people other than ourselves, when we could really pull ourselves out of what's going on, mentally, emotionally, financially, all that. We got the brains to do it. It can happen.
I fully agree. Does anybody else have any statements before I restate this?
Now, yeah, and now go ahead and restate it, because that's what I wanted to get to. Because when you say the environment and how it shapes, like, each and every one of us, that is technically true, because depending on the environment, it does.
So my argument with the environment in which you live in is that I have seen there's plenty of stories of people who came from straight poverty, who came from the trenches, who made it out and made it to complete success stories, and then there's people who have not. So my thing is, like, how much is it the environment that's going to determine your future, or is it the mindset of the person?
It's definitely
definitely mindset.
It's always gonna be the mindset.
Yeah. I think
Right. So, but my thing is are we taking accountability of the mindset, or are we blaming, victimizing the fact that we live in bad environments?
Sometimes
I mean, it can be both.
No, it's
It can be
definitely both.
It's a great
Because the
question.
environment is always going to rub off on you, no matter how much you don't want it to.
And some days,
It's gonna rub off on you. So
That goes-
yeah,
of course
and I'll say that to say, like, I grew up in poverty. You know what I mean? Like, both of my parents was on drugs. So it's just like, and I'm an open book, so I don't mind none of that shit. I don't mind saying that, So it depends on what you want to do. If you had that fire in you, not everybody does. Not everybody wants more. But it's too many people that don't want more. That's the fucking problem. It's too many people that don't want more, and it's causing I want to say riffraff, because I don't know what the fuck else word I
I mean,
can
but
think
my
of.
thing is that
I know, like,
I feel like a lot of people want more. They just don't want to take the action to get more for yourself.
No,
Like,
because
and that's
if you
why I
want
think a
it,
lot
you'll
of-
go get
hold
it.
on. This is the thing, because this is what I was saying when I said you were kind of all over the place with it. Because what you started off with was people being stuck in the past and not being able to move on from what happened or how people feel. My thing is I feel like social media is a big key in all of that, because it does, although it isn't happening to everybody, it's still happening. And when it does happen, the first thing they want to do is expose that it's happening.
Yeah, but my thing is again, like, why are we so focused now on what happened to our ancestors
Because
hundreds
the
of years
same
ago?
things
But
keep
we can
coming
still
up
have what the
sometimes.
Well, the reason why
who's being enslaved right
the
now. in
reason why
America?
we keep focusing on it is because there's still, like, things that are happening under wraps that are still holding certain people back, the marginalized people we're talking about.
Right.
And it's still prevalent in society.
Right.
So that's why we have to keep going back in the past, because it keeps showing up in the future. That's the point.
Because if you forget
But at
about
the same
history,
time,
And hold on,
but
let me-
when
let me
but
cut-
that's
so
what
you
Go ahead.
you say like you make it seem like everybody's dwelling on our circumstance. We're not. Black people have been laughing for years. We've been fucking
really.
living our lives in this shit. But everybody wants to try to victimize us. Like, it's like when I go in the store and I see a white lady look at me, and she looks at me like she's like man, you go through a lot. I've had people look at me like that. Like I'm like my
Yeah,
life
but
is like
don't
bad
you
'cause
feel?
I'm black.
Do you?
But hold on.
Go ahead.
So I live in that. We all live in this reality.
Right.
You know, nobody's victimizing themselves. We're dealing with it. It just so happens that we're gonna highlight some shit that nobody else wants to highlight. Everybody wants to lowlight it. Everybody want to make it seem like it's not a thing. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, nigga. It's like this, nigga. We basically made this shit junk, and y'all trying to kick us out the house.
But do you feel
So
like?
how the fuck do you expect for me to feel?
Do you feel like there comes to a point where people of color make white people feel ashamed or feel guilty for being white?
I'm sorry, what? Say that again?
Do you feel like there comes to a point where people of color make white people feel ashamed and or like bad just for being white?
They make themselves feel bad. Wait, hold on. They make themselves feel that.
That I can agree.
They make themselves.
Okay,
feel
I can
that.
agree with that.
We don't
Same.
make them do
100%.
shit.
I also
Like,
have,
yeah,
you're
like,
right.
we don't
Hold
even
on.
do nothing.
You're right. Hold
We
on.
chill.
Hold on,
Fucking
because
business.
I do also I have an
people
opinion
are.
about some of the last couple of things. I do agree with some of the things that you were saying, but I also want to say that there are some of us that do kind of victimize ourselves, and I say that because there are some of us that still say we're oppressed. If you're oppressed, you're oppressed by your goddamn self.
Yeah.
Two things can
Yeah.
be true.
Hello, I'm
Yeah.
not oppressed.
By
Yeah,
yourself.
that's why I'm saying
A
that.
small
But
amount
that's
can be,
why I'm
not the
saying.
major
That's
amount.
why I'm saying I agree with some of the things that you were saying, but I want to elaborate on that, on my opinion. I really feel as though some people just really are stuck in that mindset of, you know what, I'm still oppressed because these things have happened to my ancestors. But honestly, we're in a time that more like everybody, it's like a melting pot, honestly. Now I feel like a lot of us have the same struggles because a lot of us ain't got shit. You know what I mean? And when I say ain't got shit, I mean like they fucking sold the middle class damn near to fucking China and shit. Like, what is the middle class at this point? You know what I mean? Like, it's either rich or you fucking
Trying to make it.
choose exactly
cap.
trying to get by. It's you. I remember when making like $30 an hour, $32 an hour was like, yo, I got a good ass job. Now that shit is just like, I'm still gotta choose between one bill and the next if that motherfucker too high. You understand what I'm saying? So I just feel like we all should be, we should be more together. I feel like we should practice more togetherness, not just the black community, but
I
all
think
of
just
us,
humans
all
as a
ethnic
whole,
backgrounds.
because
American,
that's the one
period.
that's the one thing that we have to understand is that regardless of the color of our skin, we're all human. Like
And we all bleed red.
we all bleed exactly. We all bleed red. I was right about to say that we all bleed the same blood. So it's just like we shouldn't be. I feel like at this point we all shouldn't. Nobody should feel like a victim. We should all just feel like we have an opportunity to be better as humans.
But
like
we also shouldn't be making anybody else feel bad. That's one of the things that you said.
And that goes for everybody.
I don't think now listen, because I want to say this because I went to a lot of predominantly black schools, and I don't know if y'all if everybody else has gone to predominantly black schools.
I went to Phoebus.
What happens? What happens when a white person goes to that school?
Magical school.
What happens when a white person goes to a predominantly black school?
I mean, it depends. Are you a white
They
boy
swim
or a
they
white girl?
fucking it doesn't.
And are
it
you an
doesn't
attractive
matter.
white girl? Because if you're an attractive white girl,
I've seen attractive white girls get their ass chewed up.
No cap.
Chewed up.
I mean, I don't know. All the
That's
attractive
the
white
truth.
girls at Phoebus, they was eating up.
Chewed the fuck up. So that my
Yeah,
point
but, like,
in saying that is
in
we got some shit with us
I've
too.
literally heard that.
That's all I'm saying. We got some shit with us too.
But when you say we got some shit with us too, elaborate. What do you mean by that?
We got some shit with us too. We have our ways. I feel we are mad at a lot. Some of us don't even like white people because of the shit that happened to our ancestors. Just straight up. I know a couple motherfuckers that literally just, I just don't fuck with white people. I don't like white people. I know a couple people that have said that. And then there's white people that don't stand for that shit, but know white people that say I don't like black people. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying here? I don't want to go through the whole rabbit hole of, black people can't be racist or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to just say that there's a lot of black prejudiced people. Just like there's a lot of, I wouldn't even say a lot. Like there's just a number of prejudiced black people and a number of white racist people. I just feel like social media is a fake life. It makes a lot of people feel like there's a big number of people that are racist. There's a big number of people that are against somebody else. But in all reality, how often do y'all see that?
Can I ask you a question? Name a hate crime that a black person did famously to a white person.
I have to do my research for that.
A hate
you
crime
came
that
off
a
the top of your head,
black
right?
I have
person
to do my
famously did to
research.
a white person. I mean, if you,
I have to do
I don't know,
my research.
man.
I can't even lie.
I don't know, Cam.
It
Like,
has
'cause-
to have happened.
all right, so hold on.
Wait.
If
If nobody
I
can
know
answer
it's
this shit off
happened.
the top.
I know it's
So,
happened.
Okay,
well,
but
my
why-
answer to this is just scrolling on Twitter, right? I actually was
Right.
just scrolling the other day and just saw a video of this dude. He went into a bodega type shit and got ran up on by a whole bunch of Crips, white dude, right? And they all were just like, all right, white boy, what the fuck you doing out here, white boy? Fucking like, and just like frying him because he was white, bro.
There's
And-
white Crips too, though.
I mean,
no, and I'm not. But
Like
but
this,
my
they're
point
not
being
all
is
black.
that right there is an example of it.
There's
Now,
not
just
all
because they're
black.
not now, just
But it's
because
not
they're not
though.
famously documented,
But
doesn't
that's
mean
not-
that it
but
doesn't
you
happen.
basically just marginalized and called all
because
black
what's
people
more
Crips.
documented is black on
How?
black crime.
You said
I
black
named
on
one
black.
example. I named one example.
But that's not all right.
It's more documented black on black crime because that is what is put on the forefront. You know, I'm not gonna say that there hasn't been a hate crime from black people to white people, but there is a larger history of what I know of white people and hate crimes toward black people. I mean, yeah, that's definitely, but they also have hate crimes toward their own goddamn people. Not hate crimes, but just crimes toward their own people, like school shootings and shit.
But that's kind
Them kids be all colors.
Yeah.
And they don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? They just be mentally ill.
I mean,
as fuck.
predominant number of shootings have been white kids, though.
Yeah.
My point is
Like,
this,
let's be
man.
honest
The
about
proof is
that.
in the pudding. That's my point. And I'm not trying to sit here and say that your point's not valid because you're 100% right. But I think there's other sides to it that have to do with why niggas feel the way they feel.
Yeah.
And it's okay to say that. It's okay. We got to stop getting all up in arms about the way niggas feel. How about that? Stop caring about the niggas' feelings. If you just fucking just live your life, try to do the best fucking shit you can do, and have love for people like we've been saying this whole time, everything will be right?
Yeah, but if we
that's
all
not
had
the
love
case.
for each other,
That's
why
not
would we
reality.
be in our feelings?
My point is that's not reality.
You know?
You know what I'm
and
saying?
it's not our reality right now. No, it's not. But how many of us are going to actually push for that to be the reality? You know what I mean? For us to all love each other, for us to not, you know, and I actually, so going back to the Charlie Kirk shit, I actually seen a clip that he said a colorblind society, basically. I don't know if we'll ever get there, you know, but I feel like all ethnic backgrounds, we should all, you know, love each other. But, you know, the love is just the absence of hate, and I don't know. I don't know if that'll ever be a thing because balance in life. So where there's love, there's some kind of hate, some kind of love. So I really don't know. But I feel like we should try to come together more. That's my thing. I feel like we should stop trying to hate each other because if we know our history, then we know that the government also always has some kind of agenda to either keep us distracted or keep us separated. So when segregation was outlawed, I feel like there was other strategies they had, like with music. Like using music to influence a lot of us and fill up prisons and shit like that. I mean, I just don't think it's us against us. I feel it's rich against poor, like I said.
I think at the end of the day, it's just people not knowing knowledge of self. At the end of the day, like if you understand your knowledge of self, then you know at the end of the day, like we all are the same thing. We all are the same exact thing.
What part was funny?
It's
You
know what I'm saying? One thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
You was cold.
He was halfway out the shot, bro. He was like, if you see what I'm seeing on my screen, you would see why I did that. He was halfway out the shot.
We're supposed to say no. I was about to keep it going. You supposed to let us fly.
We told you about that, Sean.
We told you about that, man. Come
I
on,
actually
Ma.
wanted to hear what he had to say. He ain't talked all night.
Mr. Combs.
Well, yeah, what I was saying, I was basically just saying like it's the knowledge of self, like not really knowing who we are and what we are. Like we say we know the history, but like you said, we're still reaching for the past. So we're still trying to figure out where we're coming from or what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like when we finally come to the point that collectively we all, like God gave us the ability to do this, each and every one of us, but collectively we haven't figured out how to work it to make this happen. Cause right now the basic idea is survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
That's the basic idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of color or anything.
Yeah, a
That's
large
the
number of us
basic
in survival
idea.
mode.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
That was my point. Absolutely.
I mean, that's pretty much the economy we're in, because the economy that we're in, it takes a multiple person household in order for the household to succeed, unless you're somebody with a super high paying job. And majority of Americans are not people with super high paying 100, 200K jobs. So a lot of people are stuck in the position of having to work 9 to 5s, plus live in a roommate situation and or with family or friends or whatever the fuck, because living on your own just costs too much. It just, like, living in America, it costs so much to be an American. And it's supposed to be the land of the free is the most ironic part of all of it.
Ain't
Like,
shit free.
ain't shit free here. This place is ran by nothing but corporations.
It should be the land. It should be
Yeah.
America. It's about to be
No,
America, the land of the free.
I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, the land of the feet.
Land of the
Facts.
fees.
Yeah,
We are the
facts.
land of
And
free,
tax.
and that's the crazy part about it. People don't
Terms and
realize that we are the land of the
everything.
free, but with freedom comes chaos.
I
With-
mean,
with
but
what?
like, how free
Wait,
are we?
hold up.
We're in a-
Hold
we're
on,
in a-
hold on.
we're in
With
a-
what?
Hold
With
on.
freedom comes chaos.
That's it.
So we
That's,
are the land of the free, for real, for real. It's a
That's-
lot of
that's a
stuff
good
that we
point.
can do that a lot of people can't do.
That's a
in
good
other
point,
countries.
because
But we
different countries
sacrifice
are a little
that.
more structured than us.
Exactly, but we sacrifice that chaos for what the hell we're dealing with right now. Like
For
we
freedom?
take up
For
that,
false freedom?
Yeah, for false freedom.
Yeah.
Because in reality, people like
That's the
be like,
problem,
"Oh, I
man.
don't want to go to
False.
Japan or Tokyo or somewhere like that because you can't have a gun or you can't do this or you can't." It's a lot of stuff you can't do over there that you can do here, but it's a better quality of life.
I mean, where? I mean, my whole thing is how great I mean, our quality of life isn't the best. When you have to have a mental stress of getting by day, you have to make sure that if you lose your job, that you're going to be fucked. You have to have a constant, steady income. Like, that's just where we're at.
that's
Like,
my point.
that's where we're
Why
at
you
in
had to say
America.
that like
Like,
that?
we're not in the land of the free, because we have to, just like he said, we have to pay a fee no matter what it is that we do. Everything that we do in America, we got to pay for
When
it.
you say that, what do you mean?
Oh, you saying the money ain't free? I get it. It's a different type of freedom.
You guys and your freak shit, you fucking Diddy parties. That's all you guys are. You guys are all fucking.
Okay, so hold on. I got a question. Like, what do y'all think about? I know that a lot of us have, different opinions than Charlie Kirk, but what do y'all think about Candace Owens?
Oh, she's just annoying, dude. I'm not gonna lie. She just gets on my nerves.
Think about like her.
I'm not gonna
in what
lie.
capacity.
This is gonna probably
Like, do you like her? Do you like some of her views?
This is the thing. I feel like Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk go hand in hand.
They do.
They are pretty
They
much
do.
with
They
the same
really
exact
are the
cause.
same-
It's just
yes.
I think her presentation is what bothers me, because she's just so like, I just want to just like, I don't hit women or put my hands on women,
Oh
but
my
I want to
God,
smack
what
the
the
shit out of her.
Like, where are you going with the yo?
I don't know. It's just how she talks. I'm just like,
You want to neck her shit.
I'm just being real. I mean, because my thing is, I do agree with a lot of her views. Is again, it's just how she talks.
I do
just
too.
Like, all right.
Exactly, and that's
Candace,
the reason
please
why
shut
Charlie
the fuck up
Kirk
for
was
2 seconds.
Oh.
Kirk was off, and I hate to say that, but because people didn't like the way he addressed himself, some of his views that
It's
they
your
didn't
presentation.
like. Exactly.
Because when you come off like a dick,
off himself,
people are
they
gonna
off
look
him.
at you like a dick. That's just what it is. And
Oh
Charlie
my
Kirk came off like a
gosh.
dick. He was arrogant, was he not? Was
Yeah.
he not confident and arrogant in his answers? Just like Candace Owens. They're very confident and
little,
arrogant in their
yeah.
answers, and that's why a lot of people don't like that shit. Because
Yeah,
when you
the
speak what is
know-it-all
your truth-
type of.
And that goes into society being sensitive as fuck.
So you think that's
Oh
the
my
reason why?
God.
So wait, can I-
Yeah,
Swear to God.
that's a point.
Is that the reason why
Very
he got off?
sensitive.
What?
I think because he was just.
Because people sensitive.
Yeah, because he was a dickhead and the people sensitive.
I think.
Yeah, you
that's-
struck a
that's
nerve
not
for
the
somebody
reason.
to
Yeah,
kill him.
somebody struck a nerve on your
That's
ass to
not
kill
the
you
reason.
right there.
That's not the
Right,
reason.
for real.
And to use a sniper rifle.
So what would you
And
say?
to-
what would you
and to
say is
engrave the
reason?
bullets.
Like it's OD.
I'm
Like
telling you.
Like,
The
you
reason-
hated that nigga.
The
Hold
reason
on, I
why
wanna hear
that
this.
man got off
Like,
is
whoa.
because people followed that man. When Martin Luther King got off, he got off because people was following what he was saying. When Malcolm X got off, it's because people
People
were
were
following
following
what
him.
he was
You're
saying.
right. Dang.
So you got to understand that it's not about what you say; it's the messenger.
I think
know
that
what I'm
kind
saying?
of ties into what I was saying earlier. When you get to a certain level in a certain position, when you get to a certain number of people who listen and care about what you say, then that comes with a lot, like that pretty much comes with a target on your back of the people who disagree with what you say. Because again, you have to think about how extreme Charlie Kirk was against the LGBTQ community and all that. Like he was extreme against these communities.
Well,
So
I don't know. Was this for real? Because we don't know nowadays with social media and news.
What?
But the shell casing of the bullet.
oh, the thing that he engraved on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that was real. He really put messages
like-
on those bullets.
Yeah. It was like, if you're reading this, you're gay.
Yeah, that was the last bullet. Yeah, apparently.
I mean,
But all right, so let's get on to a more fun topic. I think let's go ahead and lighten up the mood a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about fucking. Let's just go off the women. Let's go ahead and fucking.
Freaky leg grabbing ass nigga.
Let's talk about some Diddy shit. You feel me? Is that
Let's
where
talk
we're
about
at? Is
some
that
what?
what you guys want to talk
Bro,
about?
Monty, why you gotta always talk about Diddy, bro? Like, what's up?
I told you leg grabbing.
Like,
Did he
what's
say
up,
Diddy shit?
freak
That got your
man?
attention though, did it not?
He was a freaky clown. That boy a freak.
Nah, bro, I'm not even. All right.
You're a
anyways,
clown.
moving on. All
Russian shit, talking about being freaky. Look at
right, so a lot more people nowadays are becoming more opposed to dating. Why do you guys feel that is? And do you feel like that's going to change for the positive or change for more negative?
Y'all go ahead and cook, man.
Opposed to.
Oh,
Fuck.
because like I think social
A lot more
media
people
play a
don't
big
wanna
part,
date.
too.
You said what?
And then like people aren't loyal. Like people be looking for false things. Like a lot of people like don't know themselves, don't know what they want, and they just go hop in relationships. Or then like or sometimes like it might be something sexual. Like people do have a sneaky link. Then the physical, they'll just take something physical, and then take that. Like nobody's really looking for like compatibility or anything anymore. I feel like people do things for like a camera or something else. They don't really like have genuine, true intentions. Like that shit faded. Like when they say chivalry is dead, I believe that shit. Like gone.
Who you feeling like? Shit.
I don't believe that. I'm going to elaborate on that because I think you had a good point. I don't believe that chivalry is all the way dead. I believe that there are men that are still like that. I just do believe that it depends on what kind of person you are, if you are around that, or if that's what you attract.
Come on.
See, the problem is, I feel like a lot of people date and then they run into these people and then they're like, you know, this person is a fucked up person. I was with this person for years. I was with this person for a year or two, and they're just such a fucked up person. But it's just like, what was it about you that attracted that person?
Right.
You know, and are you fixing that before you go and date somebody else?
Right.
Or are
Or
you
you bring
thinking
that
that,
trauma with
or
you.
yes, or right, not only are you holding on to baggage, but are you the same person, you know, that you was with the last person
Yeah.
and continuously having the same issues? Because if you don't learn your lesson, the lesson is going to keep presenting itself.
Man, taking
So-
time in between relationships
Is
and
important.
stuff is important because you gotta find yourself again. I mean, if you used to being laid up with somebody all the time, eventually you kind of forget how to be alone. So being comfortable with being alone is important before getting into a relationship.
Cook, queen. You better hey, man.
Can I also-
Hold on, let me cook real quick.
Okay.
People date. People don't date with intention. They date with retention. They come into it thinking already it ain't shit. That's the problem. Everybody comes in with their baggage. Nobody leaves their bag at the door.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
the
why you
problem.
That
study
work
your
both
person.
ways.
You study the person you dating. I feel like, talking, dating, a relationship, 3 different things.
Okay.
Some people hop into relationships and study the person then. You were supposed to study that person before y'all
I
made
don't
that
feel like people
official.
talking.
Can you
Figure out your
elaborate
love
on
languages
topic?
before? If you don't know your love languages in order yourself, how you expect somebody else to know?
Can you elaborate on the difference between talking, relationship, and what else?
Talking, dating, and a relationship.
Yeah.
Talking, we friends, cool.
Okay.
Dating, I would say we going out, we might be seeing each other, might, have fun, in between,
Might be
talking and
fucking.
stuff.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying, having
Ready to say
fun.
that? Might be fucking,
And then a
man.
relationship. A relationship.
freaky,
a
man.
man, that man asked you to be his girlfriend.
Not delusional.
Right.
Hello.
That
Okay,
man
yeah.
asked you.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
not like, you just assume, y'all been together every day, y'all laid up every day. Don't assume that shit. If that man did not ask you to be his girlfriend, baby, you single.
And what boundaries do you think that we should have in each stage?
If y'all having sex, of course, like, wrap that shit up. Like, if you gonna be bouncing around, be respectful.
But so many women seem like they're allergic to condoms these days. It's
I
weird.
mean, that is a thing too. That's a whole other conversation, all the chemicals and stuff. But I mean, of course I use it, but it does, like, it can and will cause a reaction. Even if it don't happen right then and there, it can happen the next day.
I mean, I
or the
get
day
that, but
after.
like, are you more concerned about that or having a baby?
I just had
the
wait, hold on before we go any further.
Like, that's not-
I have I have a 1-year-old, and one thing about it, I learned a lot in this year. Okay, I feel this is where a lot of my views and everything came from, because I had to look inward instead of looking out externally. That has a lot to do with why I stopped smoking and everything, because I feel as though I need to see what's going on internally to really change what's going on. You know what I mean? And I feel like until you go through that, until your ego dies, you thinking that you all that, you that motherfucker, you just that, and you ain't got, your shit don't stink. Until that dies, I don't think that you are even, I don't think you're really going to be compatible with anything to love anybody in a non-egotistical way, in a non-possessive way. And you know what I mean? Like, I feel like people go straight to, oh, that's mine when they go into a relationship. That's mine. That's nobody else's. Right. And that's not love. That's possession. Niggas could be like that with you and be fucking 8 other bitches. You understand me? And I feel like a lot of women just feel like they get this big ass head because a man is all like, coming back to them. It's just because you accessible.
Man,
You know what I mean? Like,
two
you're
different
you
lives.
there. So yeah, he gonna keep coming back. You know what I mean? So I just that's a big thing.
Yeah, but I mean, that's for, like, not every man is fucking just out to just fuck a girl and then just fuck a girl. Like, if a man
When did I
keeps
say
coming
that?
back, that doesn't necessarily
not
mean that
saying
he
that.
only is coming back just to be getting the ass. Like, some men are coming back simply because they actually just like the girl.
Right. I believe there's some
After
some good-
fucking other bitches.
You said what?
After,
No, I said that not every man is out there doing that. That there are some men that are literally just out here and they keep coming back simply because they like you. Like,
But, like,
not
what-
because they
what-
out
what
here
could
fucking
happen-
bitches and you're just the accessible one because you're the only one that he's accessing.
And what do you think can happen in between that and between him continuously coming back? That makes it, like, wrong for him to continue to come back. That makes it he's only coming back because you're accessible. What in the between time tells you that this person is not my person and I shouldn't allow them to keep coming back? Because one thing about it, I am a God-fearing woman, and 1 Corinthians will tell you that love doesn't fail.
You better do it.
So if somebody leaves you, hello,
Say that.
what the fuck? The door, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so if they leave you and they keep trying to come back, that's not even love. That's just gonna be what it always is gonna be. Like, that's
and what
just
about
my
that
take
saying
on
when
it.
if you let it go and it come back, then that's real. Like, that's
Then that's
true.
bullshit.
There's also a difference
'Cause they got
between
that saying too.
There's a difference
me.
between love and lust, because a lot of motherfuckers, they want to go back because they miss the pussy. They don't even miss the girl, they just miss the pussy. So a lot of
Yeah, the
motherfuckers, they'll just be on a dry spell for a month, and then they'll be like, damn, man, I missed that pussy, man, I need to get it back. And then they'll hit you up, then they'll get it, and then they'll realize, damn, I like the pussy, but I don't like anything else about you, and that's why I left in the first place. So they'll get what they wanted, and then they gone. And then the girls get upset because they're like, damn, well, you just hit it, and now you gone again. And that's just what happens.
And I
But that's
think-
also because, again, you were way too accessible for that person.
But I think it's just all like you said, it depends on intention. Like,
I ain't even got
it
talk.
depends on how y'all even jumping into like
We got
the
audience
topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the fact, like, when you saying love, like, if we gonna jump into it because we fell in love, then that's not really a reason. Like you said, it has to be an intention. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but what is falling in love
Personally,
these days, dude? People fall in love so
that's what I'm saying,
quickly,
that's the
so
point.
easily
Like-
these days. Like, you're just with somebody for like a week, and you guys just have good vibes that whole week, and now you're just like, oh my god, I feel so
Posting
love
about
about
that
this
shit.
person, and now you're all head over heels.
You
and then,
can't
like,
put a
3
time
months
limit
go by.
on when somebody fall in love, G.
And I get that, but at the same time, motherfuckers are falling in love so fucking fast. We're misconstruing love with like. Like, just because
I
you
don't
like
think you- I
somebody
don't-
doesn't mean you love them.
I
Just
think-
because you guys have a lot in common doesn't mean that y'all should be in love. Like,
Sure, but then you're putting your own definition on what love is, right?
that's a very true. And that because the
so
thing
you
is
need- so
love.
hold on, wait. You
ahead.
put your own definition on love, which basically means that that's your way you see love.
Thank you.
Love is not just one language; it's your language.
You're right.
And when you vibe with somebody else that has that same language, like you spoke on a little bit,
Right.
then it rocks. And it don't matter what time it is. It don't matter if it's the first night, second night, third
There's
night.
couples-
I know some Go ahead.
There's couples that meet and then they married in a couple months and they've been together
For
for
years.
fucking 30.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Beautiful
So it
kids.
don't-
But one thing,
Sometimes you just know. I believe that. I believe
Yeah.
sometimes you just.
Now,
And that goes back
I'm
to
not doing no
intention.
shit like
No,
that.
but that speaks on intention. That
I'm not
speaks on
doing
what
no
I'm
shit
talking
like
about.
that.
If you come into a situation and you know what you fucking want, that's the problem. Niggas don't know what they want.
They
Women
think
and
they know what
niggas.
they want, but
Women
really
and
don't.
Niggas, it's both parties. We
That's
don't
true.
know what we want.
That's true.
You
And
know what I'm saying?
what was you gonna ask?
All the girls want to also dog the niggas at the same time, but at the same time, you gotta understand what happened to females and morals and standards. Everybody, where's the feminine?
You better,
Where's the feminine?
you better talk that shit. Thank you. Oh my God.
Because why the fuck does
I didn't wanna
everybody
say
gotta
it.
be
I'm
so
glad
goddamn
she-
aggressive? Why the fuck does everybody gotta be so damn mean?
Y'all ain't got no patience. You don't stand your ground. Where's the morals? Where's the feminine?
Why ain't she on the mic? God damn it. No bullshit.
I've gone through a lot of shit in my life.
She don't mind talking. You can address her. You can ask her. She wanted to know why you said niggas.
Because everybody talk about these relationships, and that's something I've always been through in life. I've always wanted to, I've always wanted to be married, have my own. My family wasn't shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned the hard way that my mom always said, "Why buy the cow when the milk come free?" If you're gonna fall for every nigga that say I love you just so he can get in your panties, you might as well sell that shit.
Hello.
that's my thing. I feel like people confuse
Hello.
what love really is.
That's it.
Love doesn't always mean romantic type of love that you got to be with that person romantically.
Come on.
You can love somebody and that just be your dog.
But at the same time, niggas got a lot of game. There's a lot
And
of
women do
out there
too.
who are vulnerable and
They do.
naive, And men
Women got
think
the
they
most.
sweetest
Exactly.
things in the world. But as soon as they get what they want to bounce on you. But that's where you gotta stand up and stand your ground, put your foot down, and not give them that shit until they prove they're innocent.
You know what the problem is? People always want to match energy, but they don't want to create it. That's the fucking
Yeah.
problem. Like everybody all matching his energy because blah blah.
Yeah, but once the energy go left though, I really don't.
That don't mean you got to create energy.
You know
with
what
him.
I
You
mean?
gonna create energy somewhere else. That's my
No,
point.
of course,
But-
no,
but it
right.
goes back
But
to what you were
at that
saying
point, yeah.
about-
Once it
You know what I mean?
goes left, and I feel like you disrespected boundaries, you disrespected me as a person, you disrespected the things that have came. See, one of my things is I don't expect much more from a nigga other than what the fuck come out of your mouth. When you don't have your word, you can't just do what the fuck you said. That shit already tells me what kind of man you are. Period. That tells me something. And I learned that recently myself. Like there's just so much shit I learned so much in this past year. And that's one of them. Like having your word is a big fucking thing.
Your word is your bond. Without it, you ain't shit.
Man,
And I'm
what's
gonna
the
be a little
word?
vulnerable.
What's the action?
Let me be a little vulnerable. Let me be a little vulnerable.
But I just but if
You know what I'm saying?
listen,
Come on,
but
niggas
listen,
stand up.
hold on, listen.
I'm trying to see something.
Listen. That's where listening comes in at. Because I said a man doing what he said out his mouth. That's where the action come in at. You understand what I'm saying? So when I said a man does what he said out his mouth, that's the do. That's the action. You understand what
But
I'm saying?
sometimes
So
you
when
don't have to say,
when
can
you're
I jump
doing
in? Sometimes you don't have to say anything. Sometimes you can just act.
right, but I said that I don't
Like, if I
expect
showed up to
nothing
your
other than
door
what a
with
man say out
flowers
his mouth.
and I ain't tell you I was gonna do it, it hit different, don't it? So words is something, but action is better. Like action speaks way louder.
Right, but I think that we're
Absolutely.
talking. I think we're talking about two different circumstances now, because I led with I don't expect much more from a man other than what he says out his mouth, especially in the beginning.
So you don't expect his
And
action.
in the beginning, if I'm saying if he's
I understand
doing,
what you're saying.
listen, because I think that there's a barrier. There's a barrier, so I'm trying to explain it, elaborate further. If a man says something, because when we're first talking and we're first, having conversations, that's what it is. It's conversation, So say a man tells you that he doesn't do something, that I'm not into that. I'm not a big drinker, and for the next few days that you seeing this man, he drinking his ass off. You understand what I'm saying? Like he's not doing what he says he doesn't do. And if he tells you, you know what, if y'all start talking, because I like to ask, what's your relationship with your mother and shit like that? What's your relationship with your father? I like to ask certain things. if he tells you that he respects women in a certain way because, you know, whatever relationship he has with his mother, and then you start seeing him do disrespectful shit, you know, towards women, it's what the fuck did you even tell me that shit for? You know what I mean? What did we had that conversation? Because you need to ask questions to get to know somebody. How else are you gonna get to know someone other than words? You know, you know. So other than us talking, how am I gonna know who you are? How am I gonna start to see? I can see what you're doing, but I'm also talk to you. I mean, if we sitting here and we trying to get to know each other, we gonna be silent for 30 minutes just looking at each other, so I can just look at what you do. You know, like no, we're gonna talk. So what you tell me is I'm gonna take that. I'm not gonna take that lightly. What you tell me, I'm gonna pay attention. Does that make sense?
No,
does that
does,
once I elaborate, does that make sense?
No, it does. But I think that what we're saying matches what you're saying.
Yeah,
two things can be true. Like you can,
Right.
we can have this connection and do all those things, and sometimes I can do things and not have to speak on them. Right? Like it just is what it is. Because again, we feeling each other out, and that goes to that love language. Sometimes the best things are unsaid when they happen, and it's mutual. That's most of the time, actually. Right. You ever been around a nigga and you thinking what he thinking, and y'all look at each other and he ain't got to say shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that type of shit. That vibe is different. So I agree with you on that part. But the other part, which is what we're talking about, which spews into real love, is that connection. Where you can do that without having to say a word, without having to speak on whatever. But you're right. But you're speaking on things that are very circumstantial. Like that whole mother situation, that's a circumstance.
And any situation
And no,
where
but-
you're
but-
telling me you're something and then
Sure.
you become
But-
something
but
else
you also
by
talked
what I'm
about-
observing.
But you also talked about this nigga drinking and all that other shit. What if that nigga had a bad week at work? What if
If-
that nigga was just having a bad fucking day?
Any
you
nigga that
hold on,
has
wait
a
minute,
bad
let me
week is
cook,
not
let me
gonna
cook,
drink
let me
every
cook, let me
goddamn
cook,
day.
let me
Yeah,
cook.
hold on, Cam.
Let me
Hold on,
cook.
because that's not what she was saying. I
it's
understand.
not
what
at
she
all.
was saying.
It's being.
I think so. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me just try to put.
Now, let me cook.
All right, go ahead.
You
go
should
ahead,
have let
cook.
me finish.
Go ahead, cook.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What I was
I
trying to
don't
say
think you
was,
understand what
in
you're
order
saying.
to get to that point, to get to know somebody, you're going to probably see some flaws in the beginning. There's going to probably be some things that you got to understand about this person that maybe he can't articulate and speak on.
But I think
Which is what, but shut up, nigga.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But he can't articulate and speak on it. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to us being comfortable with you. We got to continue to work at that. If you really fuck with a nigga and like him, there's going to be some things that you're going to do that he might not be able to understand until you have enough conversations, like you said, and also see enough action. Period. That's all I'm saying. We saying the same thing. We just on two different spectrums. That's
But
Yeah.
I don't know. At the same token, bro, because I think what she's saying is that if somebody is saying at the beginning, I don't do these things, you shouldn't expect them to do those things.
I agree
But
with
if they're saying, hey, you know, I like to go out on dates, I like to shower my girl with flowers randomly, this, that, and the other, and then dude's not doing those things, now I think that's what she's saying is that, like, you shouldn't expect something out of somebody who didn't set that expectation
Well, no,
at the beginning.
I never disagree
Right.
with her point, though. I gave
Because
a
everybody
parallel to the
leads
point.
with something. Yeah, everybody leads
Right.
with something, leads with something that catches your eye, you know? And if somebody is leading with something that catches your eye, like, you know what, that person is dope, that's why I fuck with them,
Right.
and then that's not even who they were the whole time, that's going to throw you all the way the fuck off.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
Like, because, yeah, I know some of the circumstances seemed a little, you know, like,
but it's
what is the word I'm looking for? It seemed a little,
Subjective, circumstantial,
it seemed specific.
specific.
But that's not where I was. That's not when I'm not referring to any situation or nothing. It was just a.
That's big facts. That's big facts. All right. Well, we've been on this conversation for now 30 minutes. We've done 30 minutes of the politic type talk. We've done 30 minutes of
Damn,
the dating
bro,
talk.
I couldn't even say
Listen,
nothing.
Do you want to say something about it?
Yeah, bro.
Hell
I
yeah.
got
Go
one
ahead,
thing
then,
to
bro.
say.
My fault. Y'all was
I got-
quiet. I didn't think I had shit to say about it.
I had one thing to say. I just been dwelling.
Go ahead, bro.
Everybody just been talking their little shit. You feel me? So I just let everybody talk their little
Nah,
shit.
go
you
ahead,
feel
bro.
me? But like for real though, like with dating, I feel like it takes patience, energy, communication, and consistency. If you got that, you cool. Like if you do what you say, and you know you're gonna do what you say, like it's that. Like
Yeah.
That's called intention.
Yeah. Being
the
true
good
to
niggas
yourself,
don't get
man.
the good niggas don't get picked.
The good women don't get picked either.
Darn sure don't.
We
By,
all
by, by the good men.
Good is
See, I
subjective.
think, yeah, right. Because how do you measure that?
But I think,
my-
but at the
Good
same
could
time,
be
I
hit,
think
somebody else is great.
I think it gets to
Right.
a point where the good people
But that's
get
where
so
that's where
damaged.
that's where that's
bro,
where
and
the
that's why it's
that's where
hard.
that's where the
That's
that's where the energy that's where the energy comes from. That's
Dude,
why
that's
you know.
like- but
Genuine.
I mean, but to the argument of like good women.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like
great-hearted, like genuine-hearted.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Okay, because
So-
there's
like
a
someone,
lot of
like
people-
someone who's
Mom,
like
you got a question?
Hold
someone
on.
who's like
All right.
nurturing, like
There-
caring
there's
type
a-
shit, all
there-
that.
There's a lot of people that aren't very genuine. So
Right.
I know. I get what you're saying.
All right, so what I was saying is that I think it gets to a point where good people go through bad situations, which then builds a guard for those good people that don't
Right.
want to let that guard down for anybody else because they're afraid to, because they don't want to get their feelings hurt again, right?
See, look.
So that way, the good people, they don't find those other good people in time. Now, that doesn't always happen because there are situations and occasions where people do find the right person at the right time and they're able to build a life together. However, you have a lot of good people who go through situations where they get treated like dog water or they get cheated on or they get whatever. And after that situation, now they're too afraid to really open themselves up to anybody else moving forward simply because they just went through like that situation prior fucked them up, damaged them to the point of no return pretty much.
Right.
So you have a lot of good people who are turning to pretty much the dark side and not wanting to be in relationships anymore, not wanting the same morals. Because I'm even finding myself at the same point where I don't even know if I want a wife anymore or kids. Like, I still do, but at the same time, I'm starting to think, like, is it worth it? So it's getting to the point where people are getting so damaged that a lot of those good people, they're too afraid to be good anymore. So that's kind of where the world's at. That's where we're at, man.
That comes that comes in the first part of what I said. Patience.
100%. But again, like, imagine you're going through situations for years and it just seems to be the same thing. Like, even if you
But-
try to switch up
But,
your
like,
standards and
that's what I'm
switch up who
saying.
you
Like,
deal with,
that all depends on the other person's like patience. Like,
Hey,
if you
and
ain't if
there's
they ain't got enough patience to wait for you, it's so many options. They're gonna go to somebody else.
I also think a lot of people are like
let me-
rushing into like we're all so eager to find what it is that we want that we're
That was
that we're
what
just
she was
settling
saying,
for
because
whatever it
people are
is
not
that jumps to
comfortable
us.
If you're
with
rush,
being lonely.
if you
That's like a
if you
luxury
rush, you're
to
not
have.
gonna.
Like,
If you
knowing
rush, you're
that
not
you
gonna
Yo,
can
I've been finding peace in
Yeah.
being
Yeah,
alone.
some
Like,
people
look,
can't
like
do that. Like,
100%.
they really can't do that. Like, it's a hard thing for people
And
to
that's
do.
why
Hey,
we
So
Trey.
have a
mentally doing
problem
that
with
is
getting
tough.
together with
Hey, Trey,
somebody
if you
because
rush-
you have peace being alone. That's the
Yeah.
issue.
If you rush, you either just gonna be Marshawn or you
and
be
if you feel like
Le'Veon Bell.
once you alone,
You gonna have patience to find your blocks, or you gonna just start trucking through shit.
come on. Once you alone, and I'm gonna piggyback off that, and you realize you can just move how you move, and you ain't gotta worry about what somebody else telling you what to do. It's harder for you to kind of try to marry, no pun intended, with somebody, a life with somebody, when you don't see the same piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you don't see them respecting that piece that you had.
Yeah.
So when you get, and I feel like I'm the OG in the room.
You gotta
I'm like
find
the
your-
oldest nigga in this
You gotta
motherfucker.
find your
I'm
peace.
35.
You got a few
I'm
grades.
39.
Oh, come on, twin. But not for real. Like
Ain't no
when
way.
you get to a certain point in this life, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I was 25, I'm thinking on top of my head, nigga, I got it all planned out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna tell you right now, enjoy this shit. Enjoy being alone. Enjoy being alone
Hold
because
that thought.
because
Hold that thought. I have to agree with him. You know, some people are scared to be alone. I'm a perfect example.
yeah,
And not everybody's scared to be alone for certain reason. Mine is because I'm an epileptic.
that's
I
fine.
have seizures. So not everybody want to be alone. You got to understand why. Why is that person scared to be alone? I'm an epileptic. I don't like living by myself.
Come on. And you know what? I'll speak to that.
And that can
'cause you're
put
right.
that can put you in a lot of different
I got busted
situations.
my shoulder.
That's a little
That-
different.
that
though.
can-
That's a little
But that
different.
goes
We're
back
talking
to-
about like a mental thing.
Right, that goes back to
That's why I say
circumstantial.
you gotta always ask somebody
Because that's
why
circumstance.
is it?
And that goes back to learning somebody, what we
Yeah.
talked about earlier.
But what-
But we also
what
have
if-
to,
what if
but
you're
also
supposed
look
to
at
go
like,
through-
but also
I
look
think
at
it's the
like leaving
longevity
legacy
point.
though.
It's
Like
the longevity
because
point. Like,
my thing
people
is
don't
at
wanna-
some point in my life, I would like to have a spawn to where when I'm dead, I still have something carrying on my blood. You feel me? Like I know I have like nieces and nephews now, or like a niece and nephew now, but
Right.
at the same time, I still would like at some point for my own spawn to come out. However, I don't want the process of my spawn being raised to be a difficult one. I want it to be a very fair one to where my spawn, my child. I'm gonna stop calling it my spawn.
Thank you.
My child.
Fucking Call of Duty. You need to get the fuck off the game. Get the fuck off the game. You not winning no games. Get off the game. You not winning no games.
My
You
ears
blue.
wrong, hard as fuck.
All right,
Like,
I'm sorry. All right,
damn,
my
my
child.
spawn.
My
My
child.
child.
I don't want
Baby.
my child to have to go through a
Infant.
super difficult life. I want my child to be able to at least be raised in a similar, if not better way than I was raised, to where, like, if I'm not with the child's mother, at least we have good co-parenting to where we can equally, like, do holidays together as a family, do special occasions together as a family, like shit like that, and or just go ahead and be with my child's mother so we can raise a kid together. I don't want my child to have to go through a shitty life. So it comes to a point where it's difficult because I'm okay with my peace and being alone. However, I still do have a goal in life to have a child, right? So it's hard because, again, I'm not going to have a child with a woman that, A, I don't want to be with. I'd much rather be with somebody first, have fun together first, and then get married, and then go ahead and plan for a child the way I feel is the right way, opposed to just having sex and busting in her, knowing that I'm not ready for that shit.
Like, whoa. Okay, we get it. You had the baby. We know what the fuck
Freak.
baby come from, nigga.
Freak.
Like, yo.
Spawn.
How do you go from spawn?
What is
Spawn.
happening?
Spawn to birds and
But
the bees.
I want to touch
Immaturity.
base on something that I wasn't able to touch base on a minute ago.
She got
because
assertive. She got
I'm
aggressive as hell.
trying to say things and then kind of get out the way so that none of us talk too long. But I'm saying I believe that
You know
I
that
believe that
95% of this.
sometimes we can. What?
Mother, you a funny motherfucker, dog.
What is that?
I love you too. No, I was fucking with you. I'm sorry. I was
Yeah,
trolling.
please shut the hell up for a second.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Go
now like I was saying, I feel like I need to touch base on I feel like genuinely I feel like sometimes we gotta go through certain things before we meet our person, and if we go through things with people that treat us like shit or we go through that experience or whatever, I just feel like sometimes we gotta go through certain things to get to who the fuck we was meant to be with.
Right.
Like I just don't think it's gonna be so easy for everybody. As sometimes it's easy, some people just meet who the fuck they gonna marry off the bat, you know, and that's who they lose their virginity to. All that shit. But some people it's just not. It's not that for. Sometimes people need that shaping up and shit. Like you need to meet the people and the things, the worst things that you see in somebody that you're dating, the things that you hate, is probably something that you need to figure out if that's within yourself.
Yeah.
It's like looking in the mirror. Honestly, some things you hate about people, like you got the same shit going on. Hypocrisy.
I actually agree with that
Hypocrisy.
100%. But that's also why I think that people are rushing so fast into relationships and marriages and all of this. And especially the people, like, I'm going to specifically say, like, military people who are like, yeah, there's benefits of being married in the military. Family being my example. That we shouldn't be rushing so fast into that type of commitment. Like, you have to get to know somebody first. You got to, you got to marry your best friend type shit. You got to be with your best friend. You can't just tolerate them. You have to like them. Like, because when you don't like somebody, you can love somebody, but that doesn't necessarily mean you like somebody. You tolerate them. You have to more than just tolerate somebody. You have to be able to like them as well. Can y'all get along? Do y'all like the same things? Like, you don't have to like everything the same, but do you like most of the same things? Are the things that the other person like, are they compromisable? Like, can you compromise on things that they like? Like, I don't like going to whatever, but she does, so I'll go with her. But she also doesn't like this, but I do, so she'll come with me. Like, you have to be able to compromise in those rights, right? Go ahead, Lex.
Another reason why you shouldn't rush into things is because you got to see that person on their worst days.
Yeah.
And if you rush into something in a few weeks, you ain't even seen it yet. What if you don't? What if you don't like their rough days? What if it's too much for you?
Yeah, I had to learn that the
Yeah,
hard
you
way.
gotta
Because
see
you
how
done
people
rushed
are.
into it.
I learned that shit the hard way.
What you gonna do?
Yes.
You ain't got no choice. I mean, really, like, I mean, you do have a choice, but majority gonna try to work through it. You know, especially at the beginning. But
Right.
over time, you know, if their mental health isn't good or just too many bad days, period, that can wear you down as a person, mentally, physically, financially,
Emotionally, everything,
spiritually,
yes,
in
100%.
every single
Yeah.
aspect.
Eventually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why you shouldn't rush, because
word.
you need to see them at every single
season.
And that's the most, and that's the thing. But like I said, I think a lot of people are so eager to find, to have what it is that they want in life, that we rush into these relationships and these situationships and these marriages and whatever, that we're not taking the proper time. And especially the people who get pregnant early in their relationships, like the people who are only seeing each other for maybe a month or two, and then they end up getting pregnant, and now you're just with a person that you don't even really know, and now you're stuck with a kid with this person that you don't even know for real, because what do they say? It takes 6 months to really see somebody for real. Like, it takes a lot of time of you learning somebody in order to know who they really are, and that should be.
You can even like somebody though. You can even think you like somebody, and then after the baby, they're not who you thought they was, and you don't like them as much.
You always make their representative.
It happened. Yeah, that's why that thing about knowing somebody during a high stress situation is a big thing, because you could be with somebody for a while and still never see them in a high stress situation, but then that baby come, and that's automatically a high stress situation. No fucking sleep.
Hell yeah.
You gotta sacrifice so much. Like, that automatically is high stress. You think you know somebody and you don't. It's a lot of mothers. It's a lot of women are actually married and say that they're single mothers and married women. That they marry but they don't get no fucking help. Like, they did it the right way and still ain't got no goddamn help. So really, I mean, every situation is individualized.
That's big facts. So I want to take the last 20 minutes to talk about something a little more light, a little more fun.
You said that last time.
I know.
Word.
And then we started going
And
into
then we
all
got
of
here.
this deep shit. You feel me? So let's think of a better, more fun topic. Let's talk about the Virginia music scene, right? How's everybody feeling about it? What are our thoughts about it? It's a little more light. It's a little less.
This is about to be more mellow too.
All right, then give me a fun
It's
topic.
light, but
I
it's
need
not
a
a
fun
really-
topic.
Let's talk about music shit. Most of us do music.
All right, that's what I'm saying. That's like
Play a
most of us in
beat.
the room, all of us in the room actually do music pretty much.
Play
So
a beat.
Yeah, put a beat on. I'll show you what the music says, bro.
I mean, y'all can't rap like that. We
Who can't?
already-
Play my shit right now.
Nigga, I wanted to get
If I can't rap,
Play my shit right now.
look, if I can't rap, you're not freaky.
Talk about to get on my nerves, and that's sexy red.
type shit.
She get on my nerves.
Play left, right now.
All right, so that's the conversations that I want to get into here.
What
Is
about
that
the music scene?
Freaky looking ass. Oh, nigga looking ass.
do we feel like where do we feel like the hip hop scene stands? Do we feel like that it's going to remain in a relevant and dominant position, or is it going to start fading off because of just a lot of people are starting to become less interested in hip hop? Ticket sales for a lot of big artists are down. A lot of artists have had to cancel their tours simply because they can't sell tickets, which makes me. I'm not going to go there, but so do we feel like the music industry, as far as hip hop and R&B goes, is it starting to just fucking die at this point?
No.
Can we veto?
I never thought that.
Can I veto this question, bro, and just ask everybody a different question?
Go ahead.
All right. What do you have to bring to the music situation?
Ha!
How
Good
about
question.
that? And go around the room.
That's a good question,
What
actually.
do
I like
you have
that.
to, and for real, like,
What do you
have-
actually have to bring to
what
the
do you
music
have to
industry?
bring to the music industry? And Virginia, just for Virginia's sake.
I could pretty much, I mean, speaking for me,
Yeah,
I
good.
can rap, I can sing, and I'm confident in both. I mean, even.
But
like
what does that
Afro
have to do with
beats and-
bringing anything to the music scene?
Right.
That has to do with
mean,
bringing
there's-
to yourself of what you can do
I
for
mean, I can
yourself.
only talk about myself.
I know, but the question is what can we do for the music scene? Not for ourselves, for
I
the
thought you
scene
said,
itself.
what do you bring?
Yeah, what
like-
do
like
you
for
bring to
instance,
the
what
scene?
you're
bringing to the
Your
music,
rapping
like-
and your singing don't really bring anything to the table. What else can we do? Because I can go find somebody else who can do the same thing. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like so.
What do you
So
think?
like
What are
that.
examples of what are you
So
saying?
can I?
So what is it that your presence can do in Virginia that can make a change for the scene to make it better?
Okay, that's a better.
That's the question.
Worded question. All right.
Anybody?
It's a
Go
good
ahead.
question.
Let's
It's a
go with
good
you
question,
two on the
man.
couch.
And make you fucking
Okay,
think.
I would.
You can't just say I rap.
I know
and
what
do
I
that.
can do. I mean,
I know
I
what I
can
can
start
do.
if you guys would
I
like.
feel like
Though.
I feel like I see. I'm not gonna say about me, because I don't really.
No,
like
pop
that.
your shit. You
But
can
when
say
I
about
was
you.
doing music, I will say like originality, authenticity. I feel like just being authentic and being original, being yourself, and that originality, I feel goes farther than just saying spewing the same bullshit that everybody else does. You know, everybody's always talking about their pussy.
I'm gonna be 100
Everyone's
with you.
trying to
I
do
mean,
it,
that
you know,
just
I
sounds
feel like-
creative. That doesn't sound productive for
that's what I was
society.
gonna
Can I give
say.
y'all an
That just sounds
example?
creative.
Can
I
give
feel
y'all an
like no,
example?
but I feel like a lot of us aren't original. I feel like
Yeah,
a lot
I
of us
know,
talk
but
about
again,
the same shit.
that again
Popping
falls
pussy,
into the
shaking
category of
ass,
being creative.
shit
What
like that.
can
I
your
just feel
music
like
do
that's
for
just
yourself?
like
But
everybody's
let's
lyrics.
not knock that though, because that shit sells.
It does sell, but
No
why?
faking.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, sex sells.
But why?
It always has.
But why?
Everybody likes sex.
No, but
Freak.
what? No, it's an influence.
Especially
I don't
Monty.
think there's nothing
Especially
wrong
Monty.
with
That's
talking
the
about
bedroom
shaking
man.
ass and popping pussy. I mean, like that shit.
I go all night.
If you
We
put-
know.
Pause.
That shit.
Pause. Pause.
Freak man.
Just personally,
Your
I
numbers
don't,
are bad.
I don't even have daughters, and personally, I
Man,
just
though, you take a
don't.
Red Bull and a
I
Rhino pill
wouldn't
at
release
night.
certain things because I don't want to give, you know, a certain age group the
Monster and a Red Bull.
wrong ideas.
You
You know,
They
because
got an iron
they
in
all
that
have
motherfucker.
access to it. No matter how much we say, oh, you shouldn't have your child
got a
listen to that.
Hulk
How many of them are really letting
A
their
monster
children
and a
listen
blue
to it? You know?
I mean, that's where the
Look at the full
monitoring
sample.
your child's phone comes into play. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with, you know, sexy
He got a
red,
full sample
glow,
like Captain
none of that
America
shit.
shit.
All right. So what? All right. So how do we feel about the? Go ahead, Cam. Before I ask
say
this.
something, please, bro?
Go ahead, Cam.
Because everybody just went completely left from what the fuck we were supposed to ask.
Sorry, we were talking about blue shoes and some other shit.
Like, I feel.
Just picture Monty nightstand.
But I'm saying, the reason I asked the question is because of the answer I knew I was going to get, which is exactly the vibe I'm getting right now.
Which is
Don't nobody know what they're going to bring to the table.
that.
Oh, I know.
Like, and this is
I can
what
answer.
But I can answer too. Me
I
and
can
you both
answer.
right?
Let's answer together so that we can give ideas. You answer first
So
for me,
this is
please.
what I was asking the basis of. So I am a music producer. I'm also a creator. What I would bring to this scene out here is opportunity, meaning I'm gonna have a warehouse where you can come in, you can do your podcast with my nigga over there. You can come in here and do your music. You can come in here. I'm providing opportunity,
I see
an
what you're saying
incubator,
now.
so that we can have people do what they love and we can foster real synergy amongst each other, which just basically means we build it. That's all. I want to provide.
Hold on. Are we
But
talking
I
about?
think
And
what-
I
But
don't.
what-
And I don't
what-
want to be.
what-
I don't
what-
want to be.
what
a
about
dick,
the- what
but are
about
we
the artist
talking
that's
about
looking
what
for the
we can
opportunities,
provide or
though?
what we're providing.
Right, what we will or what we already
two
doing.
things can be true
That's what I'm
because I can be.
saying.
What if you're looking for
Yes.
opportunities?
But at the same time, the question is what are we currently providing to the scene, or what do we as individuals currently provide to the music scene of Virginia? Not what will we provide.
I engineer niggas and I put niggas on and put this shit in position to be.
There
on.
we go.
You dig what I'm saying?
This
So-
is the answer
I
I'm looking
help
for.
other artists understand the business side of music.
There you
I've been
go.
taking
So,
a
all right.
class
So
around
let
it.
me just give a quick answer of where I feel like my answer would be for this. This is what I can bring to the music scene as of right now. I am providing opportunity, studio space, creative space for artists to be able to come through and be able to be creative when I do open sessions like the Energy Sessions, or do open podcasts like this that give artists a platform to just come and just be personable with the audience. That I'm preaching to everybody that we have to be more personable, we have to be more relatable to the audience, because this is the type of content that the audience wants right now. They have to get to know you before they really care about what it is that you're doing at this point. This is kind of where we're at. This is how I feel, right? So what I am able to do is provide opportunities such as the networking events, such as the energy sessions, such as the rap roulette, such as just doing all of the things that I have been doing to give people an opportunity to create community. So what I can do for the community right now is give a space for people to create community. This is what I am able to provide for the Virginia music scene right now, because this is to the best of my abilities what I'm able to do at the moment, is provide a space to create community for everybody to come in, have events for people to be bridged together, such as the people who actually do things in Virginia, as far as like the people who are agents, who are showrunners, who have camps, who have this, who have that, who have connections, and I'm able to bridge them with the artists who don't even know that they're there. So this is what I can do. Personally, that is my answer, is that I'm able to create a space for people to be able to create community for Virginia in the music scene. I had also created the Virginia Music Directory, which was able to have every artist and photographer and videographer and fucking everybody who does something in Virginia submit their information to be able to be on the directory, so that people can go up there and find them and see what's going on in Virginia, the people who do things, see the areas that they're in, and then be able to connect with each other. That is my answer for this. That I'm
like
able to
ChatGPT.
build.
That is a motherfucking long ass answer, man.
Nah, yeah,
You was an AI.
But it's respected.
AI Monty.
So when we're talking about this question, we have to think of what can we physically do right now to create a difference, right? Not what we can do later, what we are doing now. Cam, you are an engineer, right? And a producer and you are a great singer. You are able to provide opportunity as far as a space for people to be able to record and create music and be creative and all this type of shit. Lex, right? You are an artist, a great artist. You are somebody who can present an opportunity to other people to have a great singer, promoter, because you promote yourself pretty well, creative just on their music. That can create a bigger buzz or a bigger opportunity for somebody who is not at the same position as you, right? Because you have great music and you are building a big name for yourself, right? Correct. JB, another same example.
I want to add to that.
Go ahead.
With me being in artist development with my manager for this is Biggs. He's an engineer, producer.
Shout out to Biggs.
Shout out to Biggs. With me being underneath him for about a year now, pretty much anybody that I'm close with artist-wise, help them clean up their profile, talk about marketing, just helping them understand the business side of music. Being behind a mic is cool, but when shit get real and you don't know nothing, then what?
Exactly. We have to be able to find ways to create
there's book work,
education, to create opportunity, to create community. We have to be able to create all these different things in order for this space as a whole to be successful, right? Not everybody is going to be kumbaya and fucking hallelujah and be together, but at the same time, we can get enough names to be able to fucking just come together as a community. So as individuals, again, we have to ask ourselves, what can we do to provide change, right? And if we don't have an answer for that means we have to look at ourselves and find something. We have to find something that we are good at, that we can do to help provide change for the whole culture of Virginia, for the whole music scene, right? So again, everybody in here has different opportunities. Trio here. Bro can make beats. Bro is wide open to wanting to work with artists. Bro is wide open to wanting to present opportunities to people. Exactly. Bro's nice with it. You feel me? Tay same way. Tay is wide open to working with people. She wants to work with people. She wants to be on records. She wants to help songwrite. You know what I'm saying?
She has a beautiful voice.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
So everybody around, JB, Cheddar, both of y'all are everything that I'm doing. Y'all are at all the rap roulettes now. Y'all are at all the fucking networking events. Y'all came to the Kickback. So what that shows me is that y'all are willing, to network, that y'all are willing to build with people.
Right.
That y'all are willing to be on records, that y'all are willing to promote other artists, to just be around in the scene, to fucking just, hey, I'm somebody who will become a fan if we just are cool. You feel me? Y'all have shown me that y'all are just cool people.
From,
you feel
another
me?
aspect, like just not like as artists, like from both of us, like being out of town, I feel like how we can help the scene from being out of town, we can communicate an outlet. Like in our city, we already know, like we saying our music all the time. We don't feel love. We can let them know, like, this is the place where you can come over here to the Virginia scene.
Because y'all are around Elizabeth City, right?
Yeah.
This is my challenge to y'all. Bridge here to out there somehow. Because y'all are out here, right?
Yeah,
and y'all are bridging yourselves out here.
You're already 3 deep. We're gonna try to come in here for real, like 15.
No, but it's not just coming here, bro. I'm saying bridge where y'all are at to where we can go out there. Figure out what's going on out there so that we can start connecting over here with over there. I don't know shit about Elizabeth City. I don't know shit about where y'all from or even how far it is.
I'm still new up here. I don't know shit out here.
So, but point being is that y'all can become the bridge. Y'all can become that gap filler. Y'all can become that bridge. As far as y'all are coming from, how long do y'all have to drive to get here?
What, hour 20?
To get here?
Y'all are driving to motherfucking get
here.
Even
like finding show opportunities, just sharing a flyer, because there's hella people that want to go out of town and start making
That's
bigger
what I'm
moves.
like. There's got to be shit out in Elizabeth City that people can go travel to, right? There's got to be some type of something out there going on, no?
I ain't gonna lie. In the city.
Fuck no. Fuck no. No. You might not even get you nothing to eat out there.
I'm telling you.
You might can dry your clothes.
That's why we be out here.
That's it. That's why we come out here.
That's why I'm trying to get my name out here.
Why don't y'all create something out there?
Take time.
infrastructure different.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing.
I mean, but at the same time, but we have to look at it as the mindset of like, if there's
But we don't
nothing
got-
there,
it's good to have the
if
mindset,
there
but
is
you don't got the
nothing
support,
there,
the culture, and ain't nothing out there.
But
Like
it
it's
goes
hard.
back to that earlier
but
conversation.
create it is what I'm
But
saying.
hold on.
Create
It
the
goes back to
culture.
that earlier conversation when we talked about environment, right? And infrastructure, things that are in place. They're in a place that has not been put in place. So yes, they could go and try to create it, but imagine the undertaking that is. Imagine that. Right?
I just
But-
want to say really quickly, not to overtalk anybody, but I got to get ready to go. This did, run on a little longer than what I thought. I did, give a time frame.
Yeah, we're almost at the end of the show here anyway.
So, yeah, just 10 o'clock.
No bell.
Hello.
You ain't lying.
No, it's
What
all good.
happened?
I've overstayed my welcome.
I just don't know why y'all be doing that. Why if you in a room full of people, say what you said, man. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me today. My bad. I have that issue. I address shit when I see it. I can't help it. It's my problem.
Hey, time and a
Where did
place
this
for
go?
everything. Let's
This just went left.
cool. We having chill
It is.
vibes.
No, it is.
You wanna
It is
talk-
cool.
You wanna
It is
talk
cool.
on the
Did you
side,
feel like I
talk
said
on
that
the
aggressively?
side.
No, I don't feel
What was I aggressive? I don't mean to be
I
aggressive.
know
I
it was
just
towards us, though.
I can't
No, I ain't
help. No, I was speaking directly to you. I wasn't trying to be rude or nothing. My issue is I address whatever I see immediately.
Damn.
I'm so lost
Yeah,
in
I
what
can't
just
help
happened.
it.
Yeah, I'm so lost
I
in what
really
just
can't help
happened.
it.
I'm
I
not
don't even
gonna
mean
lie.
it. Like I speak
Cheers.
on a lot. That may be my problem in a way. It's a blessing and a curse. Yes, it is. I speak on everything.
Everything don't need to
some
be
shit.
spoken about.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I am learning. But as of
'Cause,
right
I
now,
mean, to my
I address
knowledge, what's
everything.
happening is that we were getting to the point where it's time to go, right? And so we were just like, are we wrapping this up or not, right? Is that where we were at? Because, I mean, we're at the end of the show anyway. So, yeah, we were about to wrap it up.
I didn't say anything about wrapping it up.
Yeah, all right, so everybody around the room, go ahead and just put out your handles. I appreciate everybody coming into the show. We had a good conversation today. It was productive. Go ahead, everybody, kind of just start with the ladies. Go ahead.
My Instagram is at LEXCELLE _ That's Lexel _
Type shit.
Yeah.
I don't know who mic I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
use. Shit
Either
don't even
one.
matter. Don't hit me.
I thought you said
I'm just
ladies.
playing with you. I'm Cool the Genius. KOOLTHEGENIUS. All platforms, everything. Get with me. We got a new show coming out. You feel me? Cool at Night. We got a lot more things in the works. And shout out to everybody in here, man. You know what I'm saying? We everybody trying to get where we gotta go.
I'm not gonna get my social media because I don't really be on social media. So, yeah. What's funny?
I have no
I want to laugh.
That's it.
I want to laugh. What's funny? Because I'm funny too. I'm hilarious, actually. What's funny?
I can't do him like that, bro.
Okay, so yeah, I don't be on social media. So whoever it is next.
JB.
All right, it's biggest CEO, 2CEO, JB5 on Instagram. Follow me. All that. It's lit.
All
Y'all gonna
that.
Frit.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Odef's Trey. It's not an O, it's a 0. It's gonna say Cheddar Bob in the comments. So yeah, find me.
Hall of Fame shit talker.
Trio.
It's Trio. I guess it's the only thing I'm gonna be able to say in this motherfucking podcast. But hey,
Yeah, Trio.
hey, I'm gonna give him a shot at the end. Hey, you fucking, you know what I'm saying? But hey,
I mean,
it is what it is.
We have a whole nother group of people about to come in here in a little while. So if we want to run another podcast, I'm down for it. Honestly. We have a whole nother group of people about to come in here, so we can run this shit back.
You gotta speak up.
Nah, it's whatever. But hey, it's AO Trio. AYOTREEIO. On all platforms and Tree Universe Universe. Y'all know how to spell Universe LLC. All platforms.
Shut up. Niggas is some idiots. Every day, all day.
T.Deneen.
Hey y'all, it's Tay _ T.Deneen _ on Instagram. You know.
And y'all already know A Monty on the track. This has been A Chill. It's just wait, were you?
I'm about to say.
I just kind of cut you off.
Damn. Continue, nigga.
I'm on the back of the neck.
God damn.